Hey, how is it going? In this video, I'd like to walk you through my current Claude Code setup, and maybe you'll find some inspiration for your own project as well. So let's get started. At first, what I always have is an instruction MD file where I basically write or speak my instructions, so the setup for the project, as you can see up here. Now, this is just a sample project here, but that's basically what's in here. Now, of course, I let Claude always ask additional questions, so because probably my prompt is ambiguous or doesn't have all the information, so that's also part, of course, of the process itself. But beside that, I also always have an mcp.json, a local MCP file, which is this one. And in my case, we have here two things, which is a GitHub MCP server, as well as here the Playwright MCP server, which allows me to create different kinds of tests, specifically, of course, end-to-end tests. So I let Claude then test the whole application inside the browser and see whether it works or not. So beside this, what I also always have is a local claudemd file in addition to the global claudemd file. The reason why I differentiate between those two is the global claudemd file, which is inside the Claude settings in your user home directory. This is something which is general, always true for all the projects. But this local claudemd file, this is something which I only use for the specific project I'm currently in. That's why I like to separate both of them always, because Claude, in this case, will then later on combine those two files into one file for the specific project. Beside this, what I also have, of course, is my local .claude folder here, and there I have agents, hooks, and also skills available. Now, of course, for the agents, I always have a simple setup, which contains of these agents in here. So I have a product manager, a project implementer, a release manager, a security auditor, and a technical architect. And the way it works is I normally start with the product manager, which creates a PRD file. Then I have the technical architect, which decides how should the code structured and what kind of software we use. You can here have a look what this looks like. And then after that, I have the implementer of the project, and then I have the security auditor, which of course makes sure that the code is also secure. And after that, I have also a release manager when it comes to releasing the software, for instance, deploying it somewhere. That's basically the structure regarding the agents. And regarding the skills, you can always add additional skills. They can provide additional functionalities to your sub-agent as well. And that's what I have here as well. For the hooks, I just have actually normally one hook, which gives me some kind of information like some kind of sound after certain kinds of parts of the project are done. That's basically it. And then, in order to ensure that the agents always do their job well and also know where we are currently at, the status, I have a memory bank. This memory bank basically contains of various files which are created by the sub-agents, and they also track the development. So they give me also always an indication, okay, where are we currently, what have we done so far, and what are the next steps. And these parts in here, including, of course, most important, the progress tracker here, this, of course, is also read by the agents during the project implementation. And that's basically the setup. And I really like it so far and had some good experience, but if you have some ideas or any kind of feedback here, please let me know. Otherwise, as I said, hopefully you draw some inspiration for your own project and how you set up your Claude code configuration. So thanks for watching, and if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up or subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot, take care, and see you in the next video.